Taros, welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is the message that the collective needs to hear at this time. I've set that intention with this deck and with my guides. So if you are here because this is in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. So let's get into the tarot and see what Spirit has. Be sure and like the video. Leave a comment if you feel called to do so. But definitely subscribe if you like the messages. All of your interactions really help my channel to grow, and I really, really appreciate that. But they also push the messages out so that other people get them, right? Puts it in the algorithm or whatever, and then more people will be able to see it so that they can get the guidance that they need as well. So I really appreciate you guys doing that for me. Thank you. On the bottom of the deck, we have this Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is about sadness, some kind of loss. Could be grief, right? And that can be on different levels. That could be, you grieving a job loss, grieving a situation or a way of being. It's definitely emotional because the cups are about your emotions. And this is about like maybe feeling sad or disappointed with a situation. And, that grieving process is really necessary and it's going to help you move into that next emotional phase. You may have been in like isolation or some kind of depression. Definitely acknowledge that and then have compassion for yourself. But then, realize that with every loss, it is for a reason. And there are two cups here behind this person that lead to like this bridge and this castle, right? So maybe not focusing so much on what is lost and realizing what you still have to gain, right? Which can be very hard when you're going through a difficult situation. So the present situation is the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is that fire energy, right? Aries, Leo, Sag. So I feel like this is about you kind of stepping into your leadership, your authority, being stable and calm when you're going through some kind of tough situation, right? And having that the confidence and enthusiasm around you, right? Because this is a fire sign. They're very fiery and passionate about things. I just feel like this is maybe you kind of stepping into your power or your confidence here, right? Being in that Leo energy. So the blockage here is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is about, this can be sneakiness, lies, manipulation, right? Like maybe there was some kind of sneaky behavior going on. I feel like this is like like a self-deception, right? Needing to do things differently, needing to see things differently. Because yes, this is a card of like deceit or being deceived, but that can be self-deception, right? I feel like maybe you are deceiving yourself about something here. Maybe not seeing something for what it is, or again, just really needing to see something from a different perspective and reorganizing your thoughts around it, right? And trying not to lie to yourself about it or trying not to deceive yourself about something here. I feel like it's about strategy as well, right? So the root cause of this is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about rest, relaxation, doing some meditation, right? Pulling your energy back from situations and then gaining like some introspection here. That'll help you move on with like more energy and a clear mind, right? So, if you're feeling stressed or anxious, I think meditation and sleep are highly like encouraged at this time. Because letting yourself rest and create space in your mind, and then you'll be able to receive ideas and intuitive messages that will help you strategize better, right? Or help you move to solutions. I just feel like there is a need for some kind of rest, pulling your energy back, and doing some like internal searching, right? Trying to search like for answers. So, in the recent past, what is still affecting this situation is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is about uh, feeling trapped, feeling restricted, letting fear hold you back or keep you trapped in a reality that you're in, right? And I feel like patience and determination are going to that's what's going to help you move forward, right? This introspection, this pulling your energy back. Um, I just feel like there is this self deception, right? This keeping yourself stuck, keeping yourself in situations. I just maybe like a plan or a strategy didn't work out, and you're just needing to approach it in a different way, right? And that can really kind of have a lot to do with your confidence. If you're, things aren't working out, things aren't moving the way you wanted to, that's what this disappointment and loss is about, right? And now you're kind of stuck in your head about it. I feel like you just need to pull your energy back and really strategize, make a plan, right? That's what's going to help you move forward. So the message from your guides or your higher self, we have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is, again, that fiery energy, right? This is about um, enthusiasm and adventurous opportunities, right? I feel like maybe you just need to open up to new creative experiences, new opportunities, and then, kind of express your way in that Leo energy, that fiery energy, right? That fresh, dynamic type of energy. I feel like there is this new beginning that's trying to take place. Maybe it's just not going the way you wanted to. So it's kind of got you feeling disappointed and maybe stuck in a thought pattern. I just feel like this is you needing to really open up to new opportunities and find your enthusiasm, right? That charisma, that good fiery energy that Leo is so good at, right? So in the immediate future, we have the High Priestess. And again, the High Priestess is about your intuition. So she is the things behind the veil, right? So she's very intuitive. She is very in tune with herself, with the divine. And all the answers that you have are within you, right? And she sees through the darkness and she illuminates what is hidden. So, like this self deception and needing to do things from a different perspective, I feel like is very much has to do with your intuition, right? And then I see this giant moon, which is like shining the light on things, maybe needing to shine the light on what didn't work and strategize in order to move forward. Because again, just because there has been disappointment in the past or things didn't work out the way that you wanted them to, don't deceive yourself by thinking that you're stuck or that things are not going to work out. I feel like there's just this need to pull your energy back and really trust your intuition. Maybe even strengthen your spiritual practice, right, with that High Priestess, because um, sometimes things don't make logic sense at first, right? Like if you're focused on a project and it didn't work out, you're just needing to strategize and then keep moving forward, keep that enthusiasm, and really open up to new opportunities because your intuitive nudges are going to lead you to those new opportunities, right? And then it might not make logical sense at first, but I definitely feel like trusting your intuition is what's going to help you move into the next phase. So, in your thoughts and feelings, we have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is about a choice, like needing to make a tough decision here. And it can be about indecision or even about self protection, right? So, in regular Rider Waite, she has a blindfold on, and it's needing to see things the way they are. Again, with this self deception, I feel like you're deceiving yourself on something here and keeping yourself kind of stuck and entrapped in this um, negative situation or negative thought pattern, whatever it is that you're keeping yourself stuck in. With the Two of Swords, it's about needing to see things for what they are, but also not being so closed off, right? Like she has these swords crossed over her chest and she's very blocked off. So if you're feeling blocked, again, use your intuition. I feel like this is about you needing to open up and really trust in order to move you forward, because you could be blocking your intuition, right? Maybe that's what you feel. You feel blocked. You feel like you can't trust yourself or those intuitive messages. And when you're blocked because of disappointment, right? Like things didn't work out, so you're very blocked off. and that can block your intuition. And I feel like this, again, just open up and really trust your intuition, trust yourself. Maybe do some meditation, do some journaling, whatever helps you intuitively, right? What's going to help you connect more. Again, strengthening your spiritual practice. For me, I meditate and journal every morning. I walk, which kind of helps clear my mind. I sit in silence, do sound baths, listen to frequencies. Those kinds of things will really kind of help clear your mind and then connect more with spirit. I just feel like you're very blocked off. Maybe feeling a little indecisive too, especially if something didn't work out. You're not really sure how to move forward. So in your environment, the influence here is the Ace of Wands. I love this. So there's definitely this new opportunity that is trying to come in here, right? So the Ace of Wands is about inspiration, creativity. So this could be like a passion project, some kind of creative project, something that you want to start that's new, right? So maybe a side hustle, maybe traveling, or just some kind of project that you want to work on. This could even be a relationship, right? Maybe a relationship didn't work out in the past, so now you're a little afraid to move forward, right? Like you're feeling blocked and you're not trusting people. So, but there is definitely this new opportunity that's trying to work its way into your energy here. And these are gifts from the divine, right? I always see the aces as gifts, and spirit is trying to hand you this new beginning. Just don't close yourself off or deceive yourself about it, right? Really open up to it. Because this page of wands here, and he's holding this ace of wands, I feel like, spirit's telling you to be open to this opportunity because they're trying to hand it to you, right? And you're just kind of blocked off, maybe feeling disconnected from your intuition, disconnected from everything. And I feel like this is just about you needing to open. That's so hard to do, right? Like I completely understand that. I've been going through that recently myself. Finally starting to come out of it. It's just you don't know where things are going, or you don't know how they're going to work out. You just know they didn't work out in the past, and now you're like, oh my gosh, like nothing's going to work out, right? And I totally understand that, and it's very frustrating, but understand that that's not true, right? Like, don't deceive yourself. Rely on the facts. That's what's important, right? Don't let your emotions get the better of you. Connect with your intuition and rely on that logical side, and try to see the facts of a situation. Just because one thing didn't work out doesn't mean everything isn't going to work out. So in your hopes and fears, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is about planting a seed and then watching things come to fruition, right? So he has planted these are pumpkins, not pentacles, but you get the idea. So he's planted the seed, and now all of these things are growing, right? All these pumpkins, this plant is growing. So, he's watered the soil, he's pruned the plants, he's gotten the weeds, he's like, doing everything he needs to do, putting in all this hard work in order to enjoy the fruits of his labor. And I feel like you're really hoping that all of this hard work is going to pay off, that you will enjoy the fruits of your labor, and that, things are going to work out here. I think it's just about being patient and letting things grow, letting things come to fruition. And in the potential outcome, we have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is about ending a painful cycle, right? So there could have been a very tough cycle that you've gone through recently, right? With that Five of Cups, there's definitely sadness, loss, grief. And this is going to be different for each of you. Maybe some of you lost a job. Maybe this was a relationship, right? Whatever it was for you, this is something very painful, but it's coming to a close. So I love the tens because it's the end of a cycle and then a new beginning. And with every ending, there is a new beginning. So you're definitely ending some kind of cycle, and, definitely honor those lessons and approach it with, a positive attitude, and then embrace a new beginning, because that is definitely what's trying to come in here. You have the Ten of Swords and an Ace of Wands. So, there is a need to end something and heal from it, and then trust your intuition. Definitely some disappointment and some sadness. And I feel like this is you like deceiving yourself again, thinking that things are not going to work out. You may not even see this coming, right? This new beginning. Like, it's because with this Two of Swords, you may be very closed off and not seeing this. So I feel like maybe just opening more to your intuition and then trusting, right? Because you had the Page of Wands was the advice from your guides. Open to new opportunities, open to, new ways of doing things. And I feel like, again, with the strategizing and new ways of doing things, new opportunities is really what's going to move you forward. Just trust your intuition. Like, that's so important to do, right? And if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. That's such a simple thing, but sometimes it's so hard to do that, because you think that this is what you're supposed to be doing, but it doesn't feel right, right? That's part of trusting your intuition. So definitely have something ending here and a whole new beginning trying to come in here. Just open up to your intuition and, don't block things off. So I hope that message helped, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.